Well, hello everybody. Here, this is me, Stan Gabrook, again here in Marina Vallarta with another video fishing report. I try to do these when things change, but I try to go not too long of a period of time before I do this, and I figure it's about time to do another one. Right now, things haven't changed a whole lot since the last report. We're still seeing striped marlin, sailfish, possible Dorado, roosterfish, possible roosterfish off the point from Punta Mira all the way up to Sayulita. If you want to take a chance over by El Morro, I've got some reports that they've got some sailfish and striped marlin on the backside towards Corbetena over there. And there's been some Dorado maybe in the front. No worries, there's been some Dorado maybe over there in the front of the island. So it might be worth a try, but for the most part, everybody is heading up north of Punta Mira to Sayulita because that's your most predictable, best bang for your fishing buck. Now, if you go out more than 8 miles, you're not going to catch anything because for some reason there seems to be a magic barrier out there where once you get past a certain point, you're not going to catch any more fish. So probably the best thing I can share with you this week is don't go out too far thinking that the fish are going to be bigger out there. A couple other things are very interesting too. We're coming into the time of the year when the krill will start leaving and the water temperatures will start warming up and we'll start seeing some more summer-like conditions here pretty soon. But right now what we're seeing surface temperatures around 76, 77 during the day, but the water temperatures are anywhere from 73 to 75, which is great water temperatures for things like striped marlin, but it's not really great for warm water. So we're kind of in a transition period right now, even though we still got Dorado out there. The reason for that is there's just been too much bait in the area for too long and the water temperatures never got as cold as they probably should have. This is a La Nina year, so we got to remember we don't really understand what's going to happen. Everything that's normal is kind of changed. So that's what the deal is right now. If you're going to go fishing out there, if you're looking for any kind of bigger fish, which again is only about a 40% conversion rate, which means you got about a 40% chance of catching a sailfish or a 40% chance of a marlin, and maybe a little more than that on a Dorado and roosterfish. But you put all that together, you're going to come back in, you're going to have some fun. You might wind up spending the whole day trolling around out there to get a couple of strikes, and then you have to convert or you come home empty-handed. But that seems to be the nature of the game now, isn't it? That is fishing. So that's kind of like what's going on right now. If you're going out to Corbetena, I wouldn't say it's a waste of time, but for the most part, you don't really want to go out there. It's just, I've never seen anything like this. They got Jack Crevelles all over the place out there. They got bonita all over the place. You throw a bait in the water, you're not going to get it past those fish. Doesn't matter what's out there. And it's been like that for weeks. They still got clean green water out there. We still have a whole lot of squid and krill throughout the whole area. So what we're really seeing right here is, it's kind of like the fishing is good, but you got to go out there. You got to put some time in. Now you can still fish inside the bay. The fishing inside the bay is great. You're going to see bonita. You're going to see Jack Crevelles. You got Sierra mackerels, and they got a bunch of smaller fish out there that you can run into. Maybe a snook, which we call robalo down here. They got some needlefish down here, and they got a lot of different species out there you can run into, but those are the primary dominant species in the area. If you're going to go out 4 hours in the bay right now, seems to be working pretty good, where last week I would say, that's not a great idea. 6 hours is still a better idea. But, the bottom line is we still have massive amounts of whale food out there, krill. Until the water temperatures start warming them up, they're going to be out there quite a bit. So we have to deal with that. What we've been doing is we've been running kind of like a little teaser kind of thing out there, like a Rapala or something. We run a little bit of leader, and then we run a hoochie, which is a small little rubber squid about that big. No more than an inch, and we put a small hook behind that. And believe it or not, we've been catching sailfish on those. So, there's an old saying, elephants eat peanuts too. And sometimes bigger bait isn't the bait that you want, especially if it's not kind of like the local bait for that time. So right now, that's kind of what's happening. And we're going to be coming in a transition period. We haven't seen too much dirty water, a little bit, saw a little bit of dirty water out there. But normally we start getting flashing currents. It stirs up the sediment on the bottom. So, when we see that, we know that everything's in full change. And, that's not a great time to go fishing. So normally the time between May and June into early July, we kind of go through the major transition there. It's not too bad of a thing because most of the tourism around here slows down. All the kids start going back to school around May. You got Semana Santa, which is the Mexican Easter and Passover. So we got that coming up, and it's usually, that's usually the last holiday. Things get kind of slow after that, and we go through a bit of a slow period here. Good time for a vacation. But things will start picking up again. Usually around October, I start getting massive amounts of reservations. But, August and September can be great months too. So keep up with the fishing reports, especially the ones that I'm writing on my webpage. And I'll keep doing these video reports so that we can share what's going on. The bite out there at the Trace Marie Islands, I've been getting some good reports. I've been seeing tuna out there anywhere from 175 to about 275 pounds. It just depends what you're going out there. We're doing 3-day trips right now, and my other Hatteras, my 60-footer, it should be ready. I've had all kinds of employment issues. You can imagine trying to get people to work down here just like anywhere else. And so we're working on the boat right now. Things are moving ahead, but it's never fast enough. But we're going to be putting that in the water pretty soon, so watch for announcements on that. And other than that, everything down here is pretty good. I'm hearing some horror stories about the airport, but that's nothing new. There's always horror stories in the airport. And if you need any kind of tours, you want to do any airport transfers, or we're doing box lunches. Even if you don't go fish with me, I got a lady that'll bring you down some box lunches. So we got a lot of things going on, and we try to do everything. We freeze your fish. If you go fishing, you catch some fish, we'll freeze your fish for free if you're a client. If not, we charge 150 pesos a bag. And, we'll hold on to it, store it for you. Otherwise, nobody else around here does that. And it's pretty much impossible to take your fish home and take it to a hotel and get it. So enough said on that. Other than that, right now, we're still hanging in there. I'm glad that y'all are watching. And, they're nothing fancy, but they are informative. So if y'all have any questions, feel free to call me, send me an email. We're at masturbators.com.mx. Don't forget the .mx. My email is catchfish@masturbators.com.mx, and of course you can always call the shop. Other than that, don't forget to catch your fish. Have a safe week, and we'll see you again real soon. That's the way. Oh, by the way, this is the Marina Vallarta behind me again, and you can kind of see that. These are all the pongas. Talk to you later. Have a good day, and we'll put another report together soon.